A very good evening to you and welcome to the news. I'm Sarah Dadiwe Apa. Here are the highlights. Governor Doyedere presents 13 additional commissioner nominees to the State House of Assembly. Indigenous oil firm ITO confirms oil spillage in its Nimbe facility. Plus, Cyril Ramaphosa takes oath of office as South African president for second term. And now details. Governor Doyedere has forwarded names of 13 persons as additional commissioner nominees to the BAYELSA State House of Assembly. Assembly correspondent Nebraton Priye reports that the letter seeking the approval from the state lawmakers was addressed to Mr. Speaker and read during plenary on the floor of the House. In the letter dated 19th of June 2024 and read by the Clerk of the House, Mr. Kent Owudugu, the 13 nominees are Dr. Faith Izbenoa, Zips, John Allah, Alfred Kemipade, and Mazi Onuma Johnson. Other nominees include Honorable Keku Gaspar, Honorable Ben Ebi Ololo, Mandy Silvanus Akpalo, Honorable Alalibo West, and Chief Gaspar Oporomo. Yet others are Chief Thompson Amule, Honorable Alfred Watson Belamote, Professor Seyefa Brisbe, and Professor Becky Sese. The House resolved to screen the nominees on Thursday, 20 June 2024 by 10 a.m. at the Assembly Complex in Yenagoa. The Director of Public Health, Minister of Health, BAYELSA State, Dr. Yerubulemi Stowe, has debunked rumors of cholera outbreak in BAYELSA State. In an interview with NTV News in his office, Dr. Stowe explained that there were only suspected cases in the state. Correspondent Zekizibe Tete gives us details.
Recently, there has been reports of cases of cholera outbreak in some states in Nigeria. BAYELSA State, according to reports, is among states with the outbreak. Speaking on this, Director Public Health, Ministry of Health, BAYELSA State, Dr. Yerubulemi Stowe, debunked the rumor, stressing that there are no cholera cases in BAYELSA State, but suspected cases. Dr. Stowe speaks on causes of the disease.
It happens when we ingest drink or food items that are contaminated with a bacterium called Vibrio cholerae. And this cholera of a thing is endemic in Nigeria. It's endemic in BAYELSA. Endemicity means that from time to time you always see cases of them. But when it comes to outbreaks or epidemics, it means there are so many cases in a short period of time and people are dying from it. That has not happened in BAYELSA.
Speaking on preventive measures, he emphasized the need for frequent hand wash, proper cooking of food, and drinking of treated water to kill any bacteria in it.
Preventive measures basically the usual personal hygiene measures. Frequent hand washing. So if the environment is dirty and not properly cleaned, then it's so easy to pass the cholera from one food item, one water source, and another water source. So personal hygiene is very, very important. Environmental sanitation is very, very important.
He further assured that the ministry is ready to handle any case if it arises.
So we're very, very far from having a cholera outbreak in the state. We don't have at all. And in the event that we have, we are very well prepared as a state. We have our surveillance officers that are so well trained and everywhere. We have cholera drugs, IV fluids, oral redirection salts, antibiotics that were stocked in all our health facilities. We're also doing a lot of trainings among our health workers. We also have these rapid diagnostic test kits that are all over the health facilities.
He advised Bayelsans to always verify reports. Ozekizbe Etete, NDTV News.
An indigenous oil firm, Aitio Eastern Exploration and Production Company, says it has temporarily shut down production at its Nembe field in response to an oil spill. Aitio, in a statement dated June 18, 2024, and made available to newsmen on Wednesday in Yenagua by its spokesperson, Indiana Matthew, confirmed the oil leak from its facility. Commenting on the incident, EXCO's Group Managing Director, Victor Okoronkwo, said the subject leak was detected during their operations on Monday, June 17, 2024. Meanwhile, a joint investigative visit with stakeholders has been initiated to determine the cause of the incident. It says, while the company regrets the production losses to the joint venture and the nation and the potential environmental impact, their current priority is to expedite an efficient spill management process in line with regulatory standards and collaborate with all stakeholders to restore production and mitigate associated risks. The GMD further stressed that the company's joint venture partners and the relevant regulators, the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission and the National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency, have been notified of the incident. When contacted, spokesperson for Aitio, Indiana Abasi Matthew, could not be reached for comments as his mobile phone was on voicemail. Neither did he respond to text message earlier sent as at the time of filing this report. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has sworn in new caretaker chairman for the 23 local government areas of the state. The swearing-in was done on Wednesday at the Government House in Port Harcourt, the state capital, amid tight security. This development is coming a day after he forwarded the list to the State House of Assembly for screening and confirmation, led by factional Speaker Victor Jumbo. The lawmakers that earlier invited the nominees for screening has at 8 a.m. on Wednesday. The development, according to report, it adds another twist to the political crisis in the state months after the Rivers Assembly passed the Local Government Amendment Bill into law. While Fubara did not assent to the bill, the lawmakers led by Martin Amewule vetoed him. Cyril Ramaphosa has taken oath of office as South African president for his second term at the Union Buildings in Pretoria on June 19, 2024, as administered by Chief Justice Raymond Zondo. Despite failing to secure a majority in Parliament in last month's election for his African National Congress, ANC, lawmakers re-elected him as president, following a deal between the ANC, its longtime rival Democratic Alliance, DA, and other parties to form a coalition government. The ANC, which has governed South Africa since the end of apartheid in 1994, lost its majority for the first time after the 29th May election produced no outright winner. Meanwhile, the Umkhonto Wesizwe MK party, formed 6 months ago by former President Jacob Zuma, says its officials will not participate in the farcical inauguration. The party, which won 15% of votes and obtained 58 parliamentary seats, also boycotted Parliament's first sitting last Friday. According to South African Union leader Mina Bos, this is a landmark moment in South Africa as the humbled ANC is still battling economic apartheid 30 years on, pointing out that Mr. Ramaphosa has kept the presidency even though the ANC vote fell by 17 percentage points and it lost 70 seats in parliament. Mr. Ramaphosa is expected to appoint a cabinet in the coming days, which will include his new coalition partners, the DA, and 3 other smaller parties, as well as set an agenda to rescue the economy. Under his rule, the economic performance has continued to suffer amid power cuts, rising crime, and unemployment. Mr. Ramaphosa first became president in 2018 when his predecessor, Mr. Zuma, was forced to resign because of allegations of corruption, which he denied. After Mr. Ramaphosa took the oath, a band played the national anthem, followed by a 21-gun salute and a flypast by army helicopters. Nigerian Afrobeat singer Adekunle Gold stole the show with his hit collaborative song, Falling Up, with Pharrell Williams at the Paris Fashion Week 2024. For details of these and more, on entertainment news, let's join Ibrahim Assanat.
The 2024 Paris Fashion Week recently kicked off in France, and some of Nigeria's biggest Afrobeat stars were being spotted at the show, which is set to last a week. This is one of the most eagerly anticipated events in the fashion world, showcasing no fewer than 100 shows in the French capital. The fashion world constantly evolves with each new season as big-name designers and smaller brands cross paths to set trends for the upcoming season. Adekunle Gold was seen at the Louis Vuitton's Men Spring-Summer show during Fashion Week Day 1 in Paris, France on Tuesday. Other Afrobeat singers that were spotted include Wizkid, Rema, Tems, and Grammy-winning singer Burna Boy. They were among the megastars in attendance at the star-studded event, but it was Adekunle Gold who stole the show with his hit collaborative song, Falling Up, with the curator of the prestigious event, Pharrell Williams, closing day 1 of the Paris Fashion Week. A popular Nigerian actress, Funke Akindele, referred to as box office queen, has emerged best dressed female at the premiere of Odunlade Adekola's highly anticipated movie, Lakatabu. The event, which took place at Film House Circle Mall in Lagos, was a star-studded affair attended by various celebrities, including Mr. Macaroni, Derele Edun, Brother Shaggy, Iyabo Ojo, Bukola Arugba, among others. The box office queen's outstanding outfits, which exuded elegance and sophistication, earned her the Best Dressed Female award. The movie Lakatabu, which is set to debut on June 21st, generated significant buzz and excitement among the attendees who were treated to a sneak peek of the film's thrilling moments. Likewise, Derele Edun's damper look secured him the Best Dressed Male award with a winning prize of brand new refrigerator. Ibrahim Assanat, reporting for NDTV Entertainment News.
And on the ever-busy world of sports, Bayelsa United was fined 3 million naira by the Nigerian Premier Football League for violating security protocols and failing to implement adequate crowd control measures during their match day 37 match against Shooting Stars on Sunday. For details of these and other sports stories, let's join Ayemi Miene for sports update.
For failing to provide adequate crowd control measures during their match day 37 match against Shooting Stars on Sunday, Bayelsa United was fined 3 million naira by the Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL) for security breaches. The match at the Samson Siasia Stadium in Yenagoa was temporarily suspended due to Bayelsa United supporters invading the field during the second half of the match. A supporter also attacked Okemute Oda, the goalkeeper for Shooting Stars. In addition to paying Oda $250,000 in compensation, Bayelsa United was mandated to fine and bring charges against the assailant within 48 hours of being notified of the sanctions. According to the MPFL, further penalties could be imposed if Bayelsa United fails to locate, charge, and produce proof of the offender. The league body further declared that the offender would be barred from all MPFL game venues for a year, pending identification and prosecution. Bayelsa United can file an appeal of the sanctions within 48 hours of the notice date. Cristiano Ronaldo has made history by becoming the first player to participate in 6 European Championships as Portugal defeated Czechia 2-1 on Tuesday to begin their 2024 tournament with a goal in the dying minutes. Ronaldo, 39, who did not appear in the score sheet, is attempting to win back the championship that Portugal took home in 2016 after winning their first European trophy with a 1-0 victory over host nation France. Roberto Martinez's team won thanks to a goal from substitute Francesco Conceição in stoppage time. Ronaldo made his home debut in European Championships against Czechia in 2004 after first being included in Portugal's squad that year. 20 years later, in the first game of Ronaldo's 6th championship, Portugal took on the same squad. Ronaldo made his Portugal debut in 2004 and has since appeared in every team since including 2008, 2012, 2016 and 2020, played in 2021 due to COVID-19, and now 2024. Ronaldo has most goals of any player in the competition's history with 14 Euro goals. His personal best is 5 goals in a single campaign from the 2020 competition. I am Ayemi Miene reporting for NDTV Sports.
That story in sports ends our bulletin for tonight. But before we go, we'll take another look at stories that made headlines. Governor Oyedere has forwarded names of 13 persons as additional commissioner nominees to the Bayelsa State House of Assembly. We also brought you a report that an indigenous oil firm, ITO Eastern Exploration and Production Company, says it has temporarily shut down production at its Nembe field in response to an oil spill. And finally, Cyril Ramaphosa has taken oath of office as South African president for his second term at the Union Buildings in Pretoria on June 19, 2024, as administered by Chief Justice Raymond Zondo. That's it on the news. Thanks for watching. I'm Sarah Dajowe Apa. Good night.